My title today is An Unshakable Bond. Have you ever been going through life, following your day-to-day routine, and suddenly it feels like your whole life is being turned upside down? One thing after another keeps going wrong, and it feels like you can't even catch your breath, like the whole entire universe is working against you. You start to feel like a passenger in your own life. Decisions that once seemed clear and straightforward now feel like they're being made by someone else. And you might find yourself questioning your path, choices, and possibly your very own identity. When this occurs, it's easy to get consumed by all the negativity and forget why we are going through these challenges in the first place. We become so distracted by the bad that we lose sight of who's really in control. In a fleeting moment, in one thought, we can lose our faith and hope in our Father Yahweh. Since the beginning of time, we've been given the message, believe in Yahweh, love or hab Yahweh, have faith and hope in Yahweh, for He is our strength. But what does that truly mean to us? Sometimes these phrases get tossed around so often that they lose their depth and relevance. We forget what it means to actually live them and not just say them. We hear it so frequently that we say it as well without truly making it our own. Trusting in Yahweh isn't always easy, but it is always important. Proverbs 3 verse 5-6. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart and do not lean upon your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Yahweh and He will direct your paths. Often we rely too much on our limited understanding, forgetting that Yahweh sees the bigger picture. Trusting Yahweh requires surrender, letting go of your fears, doubts, and attempts to always have the answers. Sometimes we need to let go and be patient, waiting for Him to give us those answers. In the first book of Israel, overseer says, Isaiah 35 verse 1, strengthen the weak hands and make firm the feeble knees. This is not talking about actually weakness of muscles. It is talking about trembling or fear in the body. Brethren, we can trust Yahweh. His house can trust Him. And I want to assure you of this. He has gone to extremes to teach us what is going to take place. We are not in darkness as the world is. Yahweh tells us He is going to protect us for the work's sake, if we will remain strong in the work. That is exactly what we are going to have to do. As someone mentioned during the feast, our walk with Yahweh is deeply personal. We can't rely on other people's belief and faith to sustain us when we're down. We have to build our own faith, hope, and trust in our Father Yahweh. Because what will occur when your life suddenly feels out of control? Will you suddenly stop believing in Yahweh and quit because you are so reliant on other people? Or do you have enough trust in Yahweh and His plan to know, deep down, that no matter what occurs, Yahweh is in full control? That He is testing and proving you as one of His own? That He will never give you more than you can bear? In one of the most famous Psalms we know, Psalms 23, King David speaks of finding peace during times of trials. He says that even though he walks through the shadow of death, he would not be afraid. Why? Because he trusted that Yahweh was there for him. He put his hope and faith in Yahweh's promises of protection. When we face difficulties, we can walk through them with the assurance that Yahweh is by our side. If we put our full trust and belief in Yahweh, even when we doubt ourselves, we still have Yahweh as our anchor and our strength. He has never failed us before, and He won't fail us now. This is why it is crucial to build our connection with Yahweh. In order to have faith, hope, and belief in Yahweh, we have to trust in Him, because trust is the foundation of all three of those things. Trust isn't freely given, it's earned. And although Yahweh is the one being in the universe who has fully earned our trust, our feelings and emotions don't always work that way. It's like any friendship. You don't start off immediately trusting the person. No, you start off small and give little by little until eventually you know without a shadow of a doubt that you can trust them. That's how our trust in Yahweh needs to be. For example, look at Job. He is the ultimate example of a life turned upside down where nothing seems to be going right. His servants were killed, his children also died, he got bodily sores, which were probably very painful, and his own wife urged and begged him to give up. But he didn't. He had unshakable belief in Yahweh, knowing that he was being tested and tried. His faith was so strong that no matter what occurred, he knew it was a part of Yahweh's plan, and that Yahweh would work it out. Through it all, he never cursed Yahweh or blamed Him for the bad things occurring in his life. Now, trust in a friendship goes both ways. Not only do we have to trust Yahweh, but he also has to trust us. In the ninth book of Israel, part 1, chapter 29, verse 26, Overseer says, "Well, we come down to our time period here, in a time period when we have Yeshua as the chief cornerstone. We have our foundation, which are the teachings of the prophets and apostles. This is sacred. This is spirit sacred that we are standing on, that our foundation is. This is very, very much spirit. Spirit that is sacred and can actually bring us to that point where Yahweh will trust us, where Yahweh can trust us, if we endure. If we endure." Praise Yahweh, applause. We prove ourselves to him by keeping his laws, by never giving up, and by standing up for him, his laws, and his house, which includes his people. That's each and every one of us. So what occurs if we break that trust with him? How do you think Yahweh feels when after years and years of building that friendship with him, we just so carelessly break it? The pain, hurt, disappointment, and betrayal he must feel when we choose to give up and no longer care, when we choose to break that trust that he put in us. The belief and hope he had for his children, and the overwhelming shock he must feel when we completely give in because of one fleeting moment or thought that causes us to cave and lose our own faith and hope. How would you feel if you spent countless days, months, and years building your trust in someone, and in one moment, because of one situation, they break that trust? We are Yahweh's children. He is our Father. He wants us to trust that he is there for us, no matter what pitfalls we encounter on life's path. He wants to be able to trust us, knowing that we will stand by him and not go against the perfect system of rules and laws he has created. He knows we can do it, so we must believe that we can do it as well. And with this, I'll turn over to the next speaker.